Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. Today is Tuesday, 29th of August 2023 and it's equivalent to 13th of Safar 1445 after Hijrah. The headlines. Underperformance won't be tolerated, Tinubu tells ministers at inaugural FEC meeting. PSC compulsory retires for the IGs for violating police tradition. Troops rescue 29 citizens kidnapped by terrorists and on the foreign scene, 5 killed in Democratic Republic of Congo attack. In sports, Osimhen receives Serie A top scorer award for 2022-2023 season. Those were the headlines, and for details and more of the stories, I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has charged his cabinet members to work hard and be committed to creating a buoyant economy that will serve every Nigerian. The president said this on Monday during his opening remarks at the inaugural Federal Executive Council meeting at the State House in Abuja. Tinubu told FEC members, including ministers, to work hard, saying that the expectations of Nigerians are very high and underperformance won't be tolerated. The president also restated his government's policy agenda, which include reforming the economy to deliver sustainable and inclusive growth and strengthen national security for peace and prosperity. The recently inaugurated ministers were present at the inaugural FEC meeting. The president had on August 21, 2023, sworn in 4 to 5 ministers after they were screened and cleared by the Senate. Troops of Operation Safe Haven (OPSH), the multi-security outfit in charge of maintaining peace and security in Plateau and parts of Bauchi and southern Kaduna, have neutralized scores of bandits around Alkom and Mangu local government area of Plateau State and recovered one AK-47 rifle and another fabricated rifle. Disclosing these in a statement on Monday in Jos, the Plateau State Capital, OPSH Media Information Officer Captain Oya James said that troops of Operation Safe Haven on Operation Dama Sauransu 4 from 21 to 28 of August 2023 have arrested 17 criminal suspects in connection with murder, kidnapping, armed robbery, as well as recovered arms, ammunition, and illicit drugs. James added that troops of Operation Safe Haven arrested over 237 cows within the period for farm destruction and cattle rustling activities, especially within Mangu, Barkinladi, Fas, and Riam axes. He also said its troops have rescued 9 victims from kidnappers, 6 armed robbery attempts foiled, and 4 attacks on vulnerable communities deterred within the period. As part of a broader effort to reduce the cost of governance in Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs to freeze the processing of visas for all government officials seeking to travel to New York for the United Nations General Assembly without proof of direct participation in UNGA's official schedule of activities. To prevent any sharp practice in this regard, the U.S. mission in Nigeria is accordingly guided on official visa processing, while Nigeria's permanent mission in New York is to further direct to prevent and stop the accreditation of any government official who is not placed on the protocol list forwarded by the approving authority. Stating this in a statement yesterday, Ajuri Ngalale, Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, added that all federal ministries, departments and agencies are mandated to ensure that all officials who are approved for inclusion in the UNGA delegation strictly limit the number of aides and associated staffs partaking in the event. Where excesses or anomalies in this regard are identified, Ngalale said they should be removed during the final verification process. He noted that the president affirmed that henceforth government officials and government expenditure must reflect the prudence and sacrifice being made by well-meaning Nigerians across the nation. The Police Service Commission has ordered 4 senior Deputy Inspector Generals of Police, Malam Muhammad, Moses Jitibo, Hafiz Inwa, and Adeleke Bode, to immediately proceed on compulsory retirement for failing to retire following the appointment of their colleague Olukayode Egbetokun as the Acting Inspector General of Police. The PSC, however, approved the appointment of 4 Assistant Inspectors General of Police, Ibrahim Kaoji, Daniel Sokari Pedro, Ayuba Ekpeji, and Usman Nogoko, to the rank of DIGs pending ratification by the board of the commission to replace the retired DIGs. The spokesperson for the commission, Ikechukwu Ani, disclosed this to journalists in Abuja on Monday, noting that the PSC gave the order in the exercise of its statutory powers. He explained that the order became imperative because the PSC had expected those DIGs who were seniors in rank prior to Egbetokun's appointment as IG to voluntarily retire, adding that such expected application was in consonance with the revered tradition of discipline and regimented culture of Nigerian police force. The newly appointed DIGs who are without pending disciplinary matters and or without any serious medical conditions and health impairments, according to Ani, were drawn from the same respective geopolitical regions of the retired ones. Troops of the Nigerian Army have rescued 29 citizens kidnapped by Boko Haram terrorists in separate operations in Borno and Kaduna states. The operations were conducted between August 26 and 28, 2023 respectively, in collaboration with hybrid forces. A statement by the Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, on Monday said a total of 25 people were rescued in Borno, while 4 were freed in Kaduna. In a similar operation on Sunday, 27 of August 2023, troops of 82 Task Force Battalion in conjunction with hybrid force raided the terrorist enclave in Gava village in Goza local government area of Borno State and rescued 11 civilians. Onyema noted that 7 family members of Boko Haram terrorists also surrendered to troops in another operation. In Kwananshehu village in Bernungwari local government area of Kaduna State, Onyema said troops killed 1 bandit and rescued 4 kidnapped victims. Troops of Operation Safe Haven OPSH, the multi-security outfit in charge of maintaining peace and security in Plateau and parts of Bauchi and southern Kaduna, have neutralized scores of bandits around Algom and Mangu local government area of Plateau State and recovered 1 AK-47 rifle and another fabricated rifle. Disclosing these in a statement on Monday in Jos, the Plateau State capital, OPSH Media Information Officer Captain Oya James said the troops of Operation Safe Haven on Operation Dama Sauransu from 21 to 28 August 2023 have arrested 17 criminal suspects in connection with murder, kidnapping, armed robbery as well as recovered arms and ammunition and illicit drugs. James added that troops of Operation Safe Haven arrested over 237 cows within the period for farm destruction and cattle rustling activities, especially within Mangu, Barikelladi, Fast and Riom access. He also said its troops have rescued 9 victims from kidnappers, 6 armed robbery attempts, foiled 4 attacks on vulnerable communities, deterred within the period. The Nigerian Navy ship NNS Beecroft has smashed a trans-border oil syndicate that specializes in loading petroleum products from vessels at the Lagos Fairway Buyo corridor, arresting 7 suspects, all Benins. 5 of the suspects reportedly came from Benin Republic in 3 fiber boats with hundreds of 200-liter drum and 50-liter jerrycans in the early hours of August 27, 2023. Briefing journalists yesterday at the base parade ground at Papa Lagos on how they were arrested, the commander NNS Beecroft, Commando Kolowale Oguntuga, said the illegal activities of the suspects were detected through the Falcon Eye, a maritime awareness facility, consequent upon which a patrol team from the NNS Beecroft was dispatched to intercept them. The police order at the weekend, which demanded reopening of all sealed 17 local government secretariats in Plateau State for elected chairmen and councillors who have been out of office since June 15, due to the political impasse to resume, have been complied with amid serene atmosphere. Unity FM TV gathered from the 70 local governments that allege probable fracas envisaged to ensue between the supporters of the transition committee versus elected chairmen from some quarters, leading to the strike embarked upon by the National Union of Local Government Employees, Norgay Plateau State Chapter, to avoid caught up in a crossfire has gone down the drain as no fight occurred, but smooth resumption of duty by the executives and councillors. Residents commended both the transition committee and elected chairman for exercising decorum and compliance to the police order for peace to reign, saying there should be synergy between the state government and local government executives despite party disparities for the peace, unity and progress of the state. It will be recalled that in June this year, Governor Caleb Mutfwang of the instance of the Plateau State House of Assembly suspended all elected local government chairmen and replaced them with transition committee chairmen. However, the chairman sought redress in a high court where the government was stemmed from carrying out the suspension. Things degenerated to the level where the Inspector General of Police had to order for the sealing of all the 70 local government secretariats in the state. On 1st of August, a magistrate court sitting in Bukuru, just south local government area, ordered for the reopening of the secretariats for employees to resume work, while the chairman and councillor's office remained sealed. Furthermore, on 26th of August, the police ordered for the reopening of the chairman and councillor's offices for them to resume work today, which has already been complied with. Bayelsa State Emergency Management Agency (SEMA) yesterday warned the public that the food items looted from the warehouse in Yanagwa, the state capital, by some residents were unfit for human consumption. The warehouse located in the Pansia suburb of Yanagwa, used to house relief materials for 2022 flood victims, was invaded and looted by residents on Sunday night. SEMA Director General Walamam Igbribia advised those who pillage the facility not to consume the items for safety reasons. Igrubia added that as part of preparations for an impending flood this year, he visited the premises and in his presence, remnants of food items, notable rice and gari that were no longer fit for consumption, were cleared from the warehouse and placed outside for disposal the next day. Igrubia assured Bayelsians of their agency's preparedness to handle the distribution of palliatives provided by the federal government as part of efforts to cushion the effects of its fuel subsidy removal policy, as well as the fallout of impending flooding this year. But the concerned resident, Alagwa Morris, slammed by SEMA for allowing the items in the warehouse to go bad without distributing them to victims of the 2022 flood that ravaged the state. And on the foreign scene, at least 15 people have been killed in a military attack in northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo, military and local sources said Monday. Military men from the Cooperative for the Development of the Congo, CODECO, carried out the attack on a fishing camp in Gobo on Sunday, said Chared Banza, president of civil society in a chiefdom in Ituri province. Pilo Molindo, the head of the same chiefdom of Bahema North, said a provincial toll showed 9 civilians, 1 soldier and 4 CODECO military men were killed in the last attack. Lieutenant Julius Ngongo, the army spokesman, told AFP that the CODECO military had attacked civilians in the middle of prayer on Sunday in their church in Gobo on the shores of Lake Albert. Ngongo said that the military had responded to the attack and the perpetrators were being prosecuted without giving more details. And in sports, Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen has received his award for emerging as a top scorer in the Italian Serie A for the 2022-2023 season. He was handed the award just before the Serie A encounter between Napoli and Sassuolo, where the striker scored his 3rd goal to the new season to give the defending champions a 2-0 win on Sunday. The striker fended off competition from Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan and AC Milan's Rafael Leao of AC Milan to scoop the prize for the best striker in Serie A last season. The Super Falcons forward bagged the award, having scored 25 league goals last term, 4 more than his closest rival Martinez with just 1 game to go. Osimhen emerged as the top scorer, having led Napoli to its 4th Serie A crown since the 1988 to 1999 season. And with the sport news, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Unity Radio FM TV respectively. You can also watch us live on the satellite decoder NICOMSAT, which has been watched in about 38 countries of the world free. You can also watch us and stream us live on our YouTube channel at Unity FM TV. I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of our programs. Do have yourself a lovely day.